Hey guys, it's Joshy here and I'm back with another ways to use video. So today we have 6 ways to use. We'll be looking at Eldegoss, the Cotton Bloom Pokemon. Now a Pokemon I think is a little bit slept on in ways, and I can see why when looking at it doesn't look overly amazing, but as I said, here are 6 different ways we can use it. But before we get into it, let's look at it. So its abilities: Cotton Down, which lowers everybody in battle bar at self speed when hit by a move. Regenerator, when swapping out you get a third of your HP back. And then Effect Spores, physical contact, can sleep, paralyze or poison the opponent. And so its base stats now, 460 overall, not really amazing. And when you look at speed at 60 and HP at 60, they're okay. They're not great, really. Attacks at 50, you go, okay. But then you got special attack at 80, nice. Not amazing, but nice. Defense at 90, pretty good. And then special defense at 120. I definitely looked at this and thought there are definitely some sets I can get. So let's get into this. So this is number 6. Now, I really like this one. So the idea with it is we wanted to carry certain moves. Now this one I carry Leaf Storm, which is a lovely stab, massive powerful move. Pollen Puff, Sunny Day, and Weather Ball. Now please remember, I'll go into them here in a minute in the set, but remember Sunny Day and Weather Ball can be used on others. Now we have the the Bold Nature, downing our attack and upping our defense. Max special attack, max defense. We have the Regen Nature, and then we've got the Eject Pack. So the Regen actually goes nicely with the Eject Pack as well, because if you do get shot out by after taking damage, you can get the recovery. So anyway, this one was awesome because it really let me show it straight off the bat. So we've got the Diggersby coming out, who I want to take care of. I mean, if this thing's going to be quite offensive and Swords Dance and huge power could be a problem. So straight off, I'm going to go for the Leaf Storm. Here, my aim is just to take it out. It's going to outspeed me. I'm not running a speed investment anyway. And it's going to take me down to under half HP. I luckily don't get poisoned, and I'm able to smash him with a Leaf Storm there, which is really good. Now, generally, if you have much bulk at all, as I mean, here we were max defense, and then our special defense is quite high anyway, we're going to leave most attacks. And thanks to that, we can take him out. The Eject Pack activates because what it does, it swaps you out when you have lowered stats. Now, it can, come against you if other drops happen, but there we can really use it to allow ourselves that chance. So we can pop off a nuke and then drop out without the, drop stats. Here I just sent it in, but here I thought, oh, well, we'll deal with this Noctowl and then I'll see what the last Pokemon is, because there was a little bit more I wanted to do. So got rid of him easy, that's fine. Now do remember that the Eject Pack will work, as I was saying before, if someone uses, let's say, Growl on you and lowers your stats, you will be swapped out as well. So on top of that, I said we carry the Weather Ball and Sunny Day, which is a nice one, and then Pollen Puff, which Pollen Puff's a really cool move if you didn't know. Does heal your own teammates if you use it on them in battle, but also quite a strong bug type move, and it's cool that he gets access to it. I think it's really cool. Sunny Day and Weather Ball together are pretty cool because you get a boosted Weather Ball damage plus becomes a fire type attack. So here I thought I wanted to swap back into Eldegoss because I wanted to show just a little bit more about it, and it's generally how it would hold up was what had me interested. So we're going to get hit by a U-turn. Now this is super effective, and I thought, let's see. So doesn't quite kill me, does go a critical hit though, and I thought that's a little annoying. But I'm going to go for a Sunny Day. I was like, and now I get the paralysis there. I was like, how lucky of me. I really just wanted to utilize and show the the Sunny Day Weather Ball combination. Sorry, it's really late at night and I can't talk apparently. So we're going to get the Weather Ball, but yet another paralysis. I'm like, this is just letting me show off my stuff here. And so as you can see, it goes up there with the option to become different things and becomes Fireball. Unfortunately, this thing I believe is actually Assault Vested, so I don't take it out. So I just went for the Pollen Puff anyway. Obviously 2 Pollen Puffs would have killed him, but I wanted to show you guys how Weather Ball there works. The cool thing with Weather Ball, with all the Dynamaxing as well, is if someone's moves makes it Hail or Rain or Sandstorm, you actually can utilize that anyway, or at least Hail and Rain. So Weather Ball can become another type too. So let's look at number 5. So number 5 is, it's different, and this one, please remember, in a 6v6 is more obviously, or a double battle would work better. So we carry Synthesis, Worry Seed, Stun Spore, and then Aromatherapy. Now, you could swap one of these out, maybe Synthesis for Giga Drain, but I left it with mine. So it's a Calm Nature, so attack down, special defense up, and we're going max HP, max special defense. We really want our general full bulk we get. Now, defense is still pretty good, but we're doing it, and we're carrying the leftovers here for the, you know, the casual recovery every turn. So that just gives you that bit more length to your HP there. So this one, I must say thank you to Toasty here for helping me display this. And this one obviously a little bit set up because I wanted to show the best opportunity, and this is the best way to show it off. So first off, let's say like this, for example, is a good example of how it works. I've got this clay doll. I'm a Cosmic Power. Now, yes, if you did notice, I have stored power, so it wouldn't have worked anyway. But let's just say I had, you know, a Wally Pokemon here, and I really wanted to make good use of it. And then I'm going to get hit with Foul Play. So I'm like, okay, you know, that's fine. But I can recover, and I'm not taking too much, but I'm still taking enough that I don't like it. So I could handle this. Let's just say I had a different attacking move. Please ignore that for a second. So I thought at least if I keep boosting my defense, I'm going to survive. I'm getting chunks taken off. Then this thing pulls the Toxic. I'm like, okay, well, my major part here is I don't want to be poisoned for this. This set can really roll, but no thank you. So at least I got this passive recovery here with Claydol as well. That was the word I couldn't say earlier as well. And I can, you know, see what's happening. So I'm not expecting 2 Toxics in a row. So here I go, okay, well, let's swap into my Eldegoss. I can't get anywhere, and generally I'm expecting this thing to keep going with a, you know, Foul Play at this point. So I send out Eldegoss, and I'm like, let's have a look. And I was correct, you know, and that's generally what you'd expect. With the Poison and Foul Play mixed together, you're probably going to get worn down. So I'm, yeah, like, well, what can I do? So obviously I can go for Aromatherapy, but I'm expecting a poison, so you wouldn't really go for it too early. So I'll go for a Stun Spore, but this thing has Overcoat. Now this is just one example of where it works, but I'm going to get hit with the Toxic, so I can heal myself off. But you got to remember, I do have regen, so if I don't take too much damage, I'm going to get half my HP back if I return anyway. So, and with the passive recovery, it's going to keep me on a higher HP, so I'm going to be closer to full on return. So here, I'm actually going to go for the Worry Seed. So what Worry Seed does, it actually changes your opponent's ability into Insomnia, which means it can't sleep. Now this is also really good if you have a Rest Wall Pokemon against you. You can actually stop them from going to sleep. And if they're planning on going to sleep when the Toxic's getting bad, you can actually really stuff them around. But that's another prime example that doesn't happen all the time. So, you know, poison's hitting me, but it's not too bad. So now I know that I can paralyze him. I'm going to go for the paralysis this turn, just in case we get a swap, which we don't. Now this thing that generally wouldn't be able to be touched by powder moves or weather-like damages now can. So I'm going to get Foul Played. I'm really not overly stressed because on top of, you know, regen, I also have Synthesis. So now I can go for the one thing that I've been waiting to do at the prime opportunity, and that'll be Aromatherapy. So for those who don't know this as well, Aromatherapy actually removes all, you know, sleep, paralysis, and poison, or badly poison, of any of your Pokemon. Not just yourself, but the others in the back of the party. The exact same thing as Heal Bell. So, you know, status effects. You think I'd remember these words. So now I'm going to go for a Synthesis, get myself, you know, heal back up. This thing really, I mean, I'm expecting to be poisoned again, and that's fine. This thing really wants to put a dampener, and it's not the best Pokemon to verse me with, but at the same time, it can be a bit risky to swap out. So this thing is paralyzed still, which is awesome. And now I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to swap. I can't do anything, and I can swap into someone else. Obviously not Claydol, because I can't take this thing out. So I'll swap into my Boltund. But as you can see, this set can quite work. Now, in a double battle, obviously, you can be running both things. So if people are trying to burn, that's a big one. I forgot to say before. But burn is a big one, because if you have a scarfed or banded physical attacker who gets burned, you don't want that. That's going to half your physical damage. So being able to heal it off another one of your Pokemon is a big thing. So I honestly don't know why I didn't cut this out, but I didn't. So you can see someone else can come in and deal with it. And now I have an almost full health, well, a very healthy Claydol, now not poisoned, and a full health Eldegoss. So on to number 4. Now number 4 is actually the one I came up with later. I was like, why didn't I do this? Let's do it. So this is my Giga Drain, Rapid Spin, Pollen Puff, and Hyper Voice. Now there's a reason I carried Rapid Spin. I did actually have it for Weather Ball at one stage, and I thought Rapid Spin's actually going to prove better for me. But if you wanted to run Weather Ball in case you can make use of it, you can. So I'm running Regenerator because I want that swap. I am running, you know, my Bold Nature with max HP. I was aiming around max special defense, but I actually like putting a little bit more into special attack. And then, you know, that defense is looking quite nice anyway. And we're running Assault Vest there. Now, so for those who don't know, you actually get an extra 50% defense, special defense with an Assault Vest on. You just can't use status moves. And that works out for me. So for example, here we'll just show you. I thought I'd do a double battle. I actually came across this doofus, and I actually beat him. You know, foreshadowing. But I was thinking of going for Giga Drain. I thought, actually, I'm going to go for a Rapid Spin on Haxorus just because I want that speed boost. And I'm going to go for an Agility on the Kingler. And I'm going to see an Attract from a Haxorus, something I don't see very often, which I thought was really cool. I didn't know his Haxorus knew that. Annoying, but cool. And I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin, you know, smack him around a little bit. And he's going to high horsepower, and I was like, let's see. Actually goes for Kingler. It does a lot of damage. And so I was like, alright, well, I'm going to go Pollen Puff on Kingler, hopefully heal him, and then get the agility off from Kingler. But then I didn't think about the fact that they're probably going to attack Kingler. So this is very smart opening turns for Josh, let's just say. So, Kingler's down, you know, blah, blah, blah. Pollen Puff, if you aim for your own teammate and they faint, you're not going to hit your opponent. So I'm going to get Ice Punch. Luckily not frozen, but that does a lot of damage. You got to remember, yeah, that's like, I don't have any defense investment, but I have nice HP, obviously, investment. So this turn I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for a Giga Drain on the Rhyperior, and I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw on Haxorus, hopefully be able to take it out. I am Scarfed, and I think I have a good chance, and I do. So I can get rid of that guy. And then I was like, let's see if I take out the Rhyperior. But Giga Drain is 4 times and a little bit of special attack investment. But generally, I'm going to be sitting over 100 stat points. Probably around 110 at level 50. So, you know, quite nice. And easily dealt with there. So there's no way he was living that. So now we have the damn Charizard coming in, which is what I didn't want. And then the Aegislash. So I was like, alright, how are we going to deal with this? So I thought, okay. I will show off now. I think I'm going to go for a Pollen Puff because and then I was like, wait a second, I've used a Rapid Spin. I don't think I'm gonna outspeed them, and if I haven't taken damage, it's useless. So I'm gonna go for Hyper Voice just for chip damage solely on the Charizard, and then I'm gonna Dynamax here. I'm just looking at what Pokemon I had. I was just trying to show a decent battle. So I'm gonna Dynamax here, and I thought, okay, well, what's my best option? Really. And you got to remember the cool thing is if you have a Scarf and Dynamax, you lose the Scarf. So I thought I'm going to go Max Wormwood. So that way I can cause a decent chunk of damage to the Charizard. Because really that's my main worry is the Charizard. It's not the Aegislash generally at this point. It's the Charizard. And because I know that he's going to Gigantamax the Charizard, I've got to figure out how to deal with it. Now, generally, I've got Pokemon that can deal with both, but I don't like the idea of either. So, as I said, he's Gigantamax, like grow, and whatnot. So, I was like, okay, now let's see what we do. So, as I said, I went for a Hyper Voice. He's going to go for a King Shield, which is cool that neither of us aimed on him. Obviously, I wasn't going to bother. And we're going to get hit with the Max Airstream. I was interested to see who it hits. It hits Coma-O, and I was a little worried about that because it's dropping me fairly low. and I wasn't hoping for that. And he's going to get a speed boost on both his Pokemon, and that actually could be really dangerous with an Aegislash. So my Max Wormwood's going to do 3/4 of his HP, which is nice. Going to be able to help deal with that. His attack does fall, but I'm not attacking physically. So, you know, Aegislash wouldn't have been hit anyway by the Hyper Voice. And now I'm going to knock Charizard down lower. So now I'm going to go for a Pollen Puff on Kommo-o. And now I was like, oh, I could have gone for that Pollen Puff the first turn. So I was a little annoyed about that. So we're going to get another Airstream coming. This time for an Eldegoss. Eldegoss tanks that so nicely. You've got to think that is a max Airstream from a, you know, G-Max Charizard. It's going to do a decent chunk. But we live. So anyway, we're going to get a Air Slash coming in now from Aegislash. And I was like, let's see. Oh no, I'm not going to get it off. But I live on 3 HP. So that is just showing you that I'm quite bulky. And so I'm able to end up taking out the Charizard. I'm not sure if they just both aimed for me hoping to get rid of me. What, you know, generally I feel like they probably would have tried to take out the Kommo-o, so the Pollen Puff first turn would have been smarter. But nonetheless, that's fine. And now I'm able to go for the Pollen Puff. That then is going to heal my Kommo-o back up to a nice 155. Probably, I mean, still would have gone down to Max Airstream from Charizard, but generally without the G-Max there, and he would have gone for an Air Slash or something, I could have kept myself alive longer. So I'm going to get the Air Slash coming in. That will take out Eldegoss there, but that's fine with me. As I said, like, I could have swapped there if I wanted, and that would have given me that 33% HP back, my third, and that would have let me live another Air Slash if I really wanted to do that. But at this point, that wasn't my aim. I'd showed off. I mean, as I said, I lived an Aegislash Air Slash and a G-Max Charizard Max Airstream. I showed off my skills there, and as I said, Rapid Spin gives me that speed boost, so even without speed investment I'm going to be outspeeding more. Plus with an Assault Vest you can get rid of the entry hazards, which is nice with that one as well, and then you get that speed boost from it. We've got the Giga Drain as you saw earlier, and I got to show them all off. That's going to hit hard and, you know, recover. So on to our third one, well, number 3. It's not really any number generally, but this one we carry Leech Seed, Poison Powder, Cotton Guard, and Giga Drain. Now I love Cotton Guard because it really, really boosts your defense. Now we are again running a Bold Nature because we want that boost in defense, but this time I'm actually running max defense, max special defense. I really wanted to push those stats right up, and as you can see, they're all quite high, and we're only 5 levels over level 50. And then for that passive recovery, we've got the leftovers again. Now some of these items could be swapped for berries or a couple of other things, and you gotta remember these aren't all like the set in stone. You can change these to whatever you like best, but I felt these ones operated really nicely with passive recovery. So if there are a couple with the same item, then so be it. So anyway, we're going to come out against this thing here, and I was like, this is going to be interesting. So we're going to go for a Cotton Guard. I'm hoping to live. We'll see. And I'm going to get really smashed about there. So I was really worried about that. I was like, this thing has really smashed me. And he's going to have an eject pack, so, you know, celebrating our eject pack one earlier, that's quite nice to see. And we're going to get a Glalie coming in, so I was like, oh. Yay. So anyway, I was like, alright, let's see what we're going to get hit with and how well we can heal it. I mean, yay, passive recovery at least, but I've been able to boost my own defense, so I thought, let's go for a Giga Drain, let's get some HP back. I was hoping to outspeed, just kind of hoping for a slow Glalie, like really slow one. But I don't get it. But I lived that one nicely on 18 HP. I was like, just don't flinch. Get the Giga Drain off. And I was like, that should be enough HP to push me up to about where I'm going to live again. And it does. I'm pretty much back to where I was, HP-wise. So I'm like, sweet. I'm going to play a game here and we're going to hope for the best. So I was like, And I was like, I can go for another Giga Drain. I should be able to wear this thing down. Because, let's have a look. We're back down to low. I'm only losing a very small amount of HP depending on rolls each turn. And I'm hitting nicely on this Glalie. So really, this is just one Cotton Guard, and he's struggling with a stab super effective move. And as I said, like, I've got naturally nice special defense. It's nowhere near my defense after the boost from a Cotton Guard. but I'm only losing really 4 HP a turn, so he's still going to take another 3 hits to kill me if he doesn't flinch me. So I get him down to tiny red HP, and I was like, he's not going to kill me, but I'm virtually getting nothing out of this. So do I want to just go for the Giga Drain and take that little bit of HP, or should I go for something else? And in the end, I went for the Giga Drain, as you saw. He actually went for the Sheer Cold because he knew he couldn't take me out, which was interesting. And worked out really nicely for me, because now I can get that 1 or 2 HP back there. But that also saves me losing any, which is where I can then recover more. I was actually really hoping and banking on the fact that there's a good chance he'd miss an Icicle Crash, but of course he doesn't. So he'll send in Gallade again. I'm like, okay, this thing is going to hit hard. So my big thing here was, I thought I'd live, and I do. But my hopeful thing was, this thing's going to have a defense and special defense drop. So I should be able to get a Giga Drain off, get a decent amount of damage, again, around about approximately the same as the Glalie, and then get a good amount of recovery. So again, I'm going back to around where I am sitting. So I'm not moving anywhere up or down by much, and he's moving, drastically. So I thought, at this state, well, not drastically, but a lot quicker towards 0 than I am. So here I thought, you know what? Let's really see how cocky we can go. So I'm thinking, okay, another Cotton Guard. I'm going from, with 1 Cotton Guard, you go up to 2.5 defense. With another Cotton Guard, you go up to 4 times your defense. So I was like, this is going to be close. 4 times going to be nice. So I thought, oh, well, we're going to find out. This is probably doomsday, but you gotta look how much HP we were running from. So I thought, oh, well. But, guys, we are able to take that close combat on 1 HP. I'm like, no, this is awesome. How is something like this not seen more often? And we're able to get that kill there and a nice chunk of HP back again. So, another set that I really, really like. I mean, I like all these sets, but this one's just proving out. I mean, the bigger the team you're reversing, the more likely you are to come against more special attackers. But small teams, especially 3v3, if you know you've got a physical attacker, you can work with it. So here I'm finally going to have a chance to... Well, I could have tried to against Gallade, but my options obviously worked out where I went. So he's going to detect, which I'm like, alright mate, like... I'm just getting passive recovery and nothing else is happening. So I'm going to go for a Leech Seed. I'm just generally seeking out that, and I missed my Leech Seed, and he's going to go for a Mud Shot. And I was like, alright, well, speed drop, that's all you get now of this. Like, just really wanted to hit my Leech Seed. I'm trying to show people stuff right now, thank you. But, I wasn't not going to show this battle after the start. So we're going to get detected again. But you got to remember, now, unfortunately we can't have the Toxic to poison someone, but for the simple fact that we have the, Poison Powder, we can still get that general poison off, so we can get that Leech Seed poison combination. So he's going to go for a Focus Blast. He misses, and as I said, I do have nice special defense generally. I don't think I would be going down, but don't really want to be hit. But now I'm back up to half HP. So I'm like, okay, well this is last Pokemon. Even if I wanted to, I could swap out right now, and I'm going to get an extra 33% of HP back. Now, I know this thing is special attacking, so it won't matter that I lose those defense boosts. So he's going to go for it again. I'm like, okay. And, like, I live it fine. Like, another 1 might kill me, depending on how much HP I have after my recoveries, or not. Now, if I didn't get the speed drop, I also could get a Giga Drain against him, which would have been really cool. So I'm like, okay, let's see. So... this thing, I was like, let's see. It takes an alright chunk off, and then I get a decent recovery compared to what I thought. So I'm sitting at 60, so I'm about in danger zone here. So I was like, I could swap. Or, by Dynamaxing, I'm going to double my HP, and then I can go for a Max Overgrowth here. So he's going to have a quick Claw activate, and I'm like, alright, so that's your item. Not useful at the moment, because you're already outspeeding me thanks to that, Mud Bomb. But... with this Dynamax, I'm able to now, for sure, unless it's a crit, live his next Focus Blast if he hits it. And on top of that, I'm able to do a stronger move than I was doing onto him. And then he takes poison, and I recover from 2 different recoveries while he loses more HP from the what's it called? Leech Seed, and then I go down to 60. So I'm like, okay, I probably would have just lost there, but in remembering that the fact I Dynamaxed, I should, with any of these now, 3 recoveries survive. Now he's obviously going to get recovery off the grassy terrain too, but that works for me because I'm like, you're going to lose it anyway, but I'm going to get recovery off that, recovery off Leech Seed, recovery off the leftovers, and then you got to remember grassy terrain also powers up grass type moves. So if you end up also doing this and having the grassy terrain set up and come out still having a couple Giga Drains left, you're still going to hit your Giga Drain hard. So anyway, he goes for it, another hit, does about another 40 to 60. Get a Spadef drop actually, so I could swap if needed now, get my regen recovery and go on my way. But I thought this was a really display of how this set can really work out well, because natural special defense bulk and defense there, yeah, okay, you might run out of a couple Giga Drains after you do too many. I didn't up the PP, but you could, but really, really did well. So with number 2, I've just got these going through counting down how many I have, but remember, no specific order. So number 2 is a Pollen Puff, Giga Drain, Hyper Voice, and Rapid Spin. Now I do feel like we could have had, if we could just get something else in here move pool wise, Sludge Bomb or that, but the fact we're carrying the Pollen Puff is pretty cool. Now we are a timid nature, so extra speed, less attack, and we're running max speed, max special attack. The reason I ran timid is because you need a bit more speed. As you can see, Cotton Down's the ability. And then we have the weakness policy. You could see there with the extra speed and both speed and special attack at max, special attack was still better than our speed. You got to remember, speed is 6 base 60 while special attack is base 80. But because we're running the Rapid Spin, if you'd like to rely on the speed boost from the Rapid Spin, you could be alright. But I still think run timid is your best shot. Now here I'm coming in, I'm like, this thing is, it's a Vanillax, it's going to hit hard. I could try and risk going for that Rapid Spin and get the speed boost, but instead I'm going to take the other option, which is guarantee my weakness policy activation and go for the Dynamax, because it's very rare that a Pokemon will take out a Dynamax at full HP. It's just rare. You know, they've got to have boosts, you've got to be 4 times weak and they're in crazy strong, something like that. So it's not going to be 4 times weak, so I'm going to go for my Max Overgrowth coming off Giga Drain, and I do better damage than I expected to do, but then I was like, oh, well, I am max special attack, you know. It's just the Pokemon are doing the other order. So I'm going to get Blizzard. It's going to take me under half, so I definitely wouldn't have survived. Now, as you can see, the Cotton Down ability activating drops the speed. Now, if you're in a double battle, it will drop this, or multi, it'll drop the speed of everybody, including your teammate. So if you had someone with Contrary, you could actually boost their speed on your team with Cotton Down when you get attacked. Just something to keep in mind. And that can work on any of these sets. So I'm just like, I'm going to go for the Max Overgrowth. I just want to kill this thing. I've got my activation. Now, Hyper Voice generally is just to cover a couple of Pokemon that you can't really hit. Generally, poison types are the ones that you most can't, that you can't hit with your other moves that you can cause damage with Hyper Voice. Generally, if you wanted to run something else, you could. But I generally think we need to rely a bit on the speed. So I'm going to get Intimidated. Don't matter, I'm a special attacker. So I was like, alright, well, I'll go for the Max Overgrowth again, get as much damage as we can. We're actually going to get Giga Impacted. Still live there, get that Cotton Down drop, so now I should be outspeeding, or if not, I'm going to be much more likely to. It really works nicely as well, as I said, the Cotton Down there, because I haven't had a chance to boost my own speed. I actually end up taking me out with a crit, which is pretty awesome. Don't know completely if it mattered, because we had the stab boost, we have the grassy terrain boost, and we have the double attack boost, well, from weakness policy, so I'm not sure. Anyway, my Dynamaxing's finished, but as I said, that was really cool. You notice with the Cotton Down, if you have a Pokemon who's faster than you and you haven't had a chance to Rapid Spin, you can still most likely outspeed them. So we're not quite going to take the Beartic out there with the Giga Drain. Only problem with the Giga Drain with base 75. If you wanted to, instead of Hyper Voice, carry Leaf Storm for that moment where you can hit hard, that's fine. But our natural bulk's going to keep us alive there, easy. I mean, I'm surprised it didn't do more. But, you know, he's going to get a Cotton Down, so he's going to be... He was already slower, but if he wasn't, he would be now. and I'm going to be able to kill. It's as simple as that. So I've got a bit of passive recovery on his side, well, both sides now with Grassy Terrain. I thought I just want to finish it off with a Pollen Puff. I like that move. And Beartic's going to go down and we're going to claim that victory there. So that was, again, just mini sweep there, showed with a sweeping set. I really enjoyed that one. And now on to our last one. Number one, last one. So this is my... this is actually my physical set. It is Impish with Cotton Guard, Growth, Seed Bomb, and Facade. Now, if you wanted to, I was looking at running Sunny Day instead of Growth, but I decided to run Cotton Guard. We're running max HP, max defense, because we really want to be able to tank as much of that as possible. And then we've got the leftovers there. So we are also running Effect Spores, which is our hidden ability. This is a really cool way, I thought, to show it off. Now, please do remember, the fact that Effect Spores only activates 10% of the time is a little bit of downfall. I think 20% would make it a little bit better. I think 10% would be fine with me if there was a chance to freeze in there. But there's not. I mean, there's not even a chance to burn at sleep paralysis or... poison. So if you added other stats in there, 10% is fine, but I think with what we've got, yeah. So anyway, I went for the Cotton Guard first. I thought you really, really want to get this boost off, so you're going to take as much, hoping that we've got a physical Umbreon here. And I was like, let's go for another one. We'll just get it done. We're at max defense now. Like, our defense is quite good now. And we're going to get a workup, so I'm like, great. He's going to go for boosts over there, but for him to be able to match me, he's going to have to take his turn. So I was like, okay, I hopefully get through. We'll go for it again. Sorry, I think I said earlier that you get 3 boosts from a Cotton Guard, and obviously I'm wrong, but I'm sorry I said that. It's 2. So one Cotton Guard, you're at double. 2, you're at triple. 3, you're at 4 times your defense. So that was a little error earlier, I'll correct now. So, now just showing it off here, it does take 3 to get to max. My attack is still boosted from the growth. I said that wrong. I was correct and then I double doubted myself. I used growth first turn to give myself a boost in attack and special attack. Then I went for my 2 Cotton Guards. Gosh, it is late in the morning. I'm not re-recording all this voice. So he's going for the Snarls to drop my special attack. I was correct the first time. You get 3 boosts for Cotton Guard. I will reiterate, 2 of them will give you max defense. So now I'm like, I'm going for Facade because the simple thing is, Facade causes physical contact between me and my opponent and can activate Effect Spores during my attack. But I thought, for the amount of damage I'm doing, he's not doing that much, and I'm not too stressed at this point. I'm hoping to get a activation off, because if I don't get to show it, then that's, you know... I was considering, as I said, instead of Cotton Guard, running Sunny Day, or you could even swap Facade or Seed Bomb out for Sunny Day if you wanted, because if you have Sunny Day activated, Growth actually gives you +2 in attack and special attack instead of just 1. So it's like, yeah, you could make that work if you wanted. So I'm going to go again for the Facade. I'm just trying to get the activation. Now I'm causing a bit more damage on this Umbreon. You know, it's still not that much, but he's going to confuse me. I'm like, ugh, you suck. This is where the Sunny Day, at least 2 Growths and Sun, would have had me at +4, so I'd be 3 times special attack. So, I've got the passive recovery though, so for every turn he doesn't attack me, he's losing any ground he's made. I actually get through again the confusion. I mean, this is usually what happens to my opponents. And he's going to Baton Pass. I'm like, okay, there's a couple of boosts in there for someone, but if they're a physical attacker, we'll see. So I get Barbarical coming in, and I was like, okay, most likely physical, but I'm also boosted my attack, and I have a 4 times super effective move. So in the end I thought, you know what, at this point, I'm just going to go for the Dynamax, because I can get myself that extra passive recovery while taking him out. Now, I didn't know who'd be faster depending the set he's running, because as I said before, I'm not running my max speed on this set. Obviously, I'm running max HP, max defense, because I really want to be able to tank more of those physical hits. So he's going to actually outspeed me, as I said, unsure. Don't get the effect spore activation. Don't hit myself in confusion though, so that's good. And just going to destroy this thing. So as you can see, he's dead. And I'm going to get the extra recovery. So now I've got 2 passive recoveries for a little bit. I was hoping generally to outspeed so I didn't take a little bit of damage, but it's not as important as being able to take as many hits as possible. So we're going to get that bit of recovery first, followed by the next bit of recovery. And he's going to have to suffer now. So we're going to get the Morpeko coming in. And I'm like, okay, well, Morpeko. I keep calling it Peku. Morpeko coming in, and I'm like, well, he's gonna outspeed me. We'll see what happens. He goes for Psychic Fang. I was like, finally we get the effect spores, and he gets poisoned. But that was more important on the Umbreon. Umbreon may have and most likely had Synchronize, so I probably would have been poisoned as well. But it's going to be probably more detrimental to him than me at this point. So Morpeko is going to go down there in 1 hit as well. You got to think we are with 2 growths. We're +2 in in attack, which is double attack. We've then got the stab for most overgrowth, and then we've got the power up from grassy terrain. So finally the Umbreon's coming back in. I'm like, I should be causing more damage now, and because I've had the FX Spore activation, I don't have to worry about anything else, because that was the part I really wanted to show you guys. So I'll go for the max overgrowth and cause a fair chunk of damage, and by a fair chunk I mean the rest of the HP. And that's Umbreon going down, and as you can see, this is another set. I actually feel it's not bad if you can get the right time to set up. Now, if you're going to have a very strong special attacker coming in against you, it may not be good if you haven't been able to get those boosts off first, but it can work. Now, let me just reiterate again after that little stumble I had there, because I forgot when I clicked because I looked away for a sec. I did use growth first, and then I used 2 Cotton Guards. So Cotton Guard does give you the 3. So 1 use gives you 2.5. 2 uses gives you 4 times your defense. So it is quite a viable move. But I hope you guys really enjoyed these sets. I damn well enjoyed making them, and I'm really enjoying getting back into this. So if there is a Pokemon you want to see me do, the comment section is down below. Don't matter if this video is a little older. If it's Sun and Moon still the... Sorry. Wow, I keep doing that. Sword and Shield is still your main one game at the moment, then pop it in there. We have a lot we can do, and it's a lot of fun. Also, don't forget, if you want to edit these sets anyway, or have a suggestion for an item you think would be useful, or this or that, then you can do that too. And with DLC coming relatively soon, some of these moves may be better replaced. You know, like as I said, like we might have, instead of Weather Ball or instead of Hyper Voice, we might have access to a move tuner move, or something that, you know, just gives him a better edge or something, or a new technical record. I don't know. But it might even just be them putting an update out and allowing him to get access to a move. So please remember that's there. So down below is the comment section. We are going to Giga Drain that because we use that more than anything else. So Giga Drain down below on the like button. Don't forget Discord, Twitch, and Twitter. We're doing a lot more on Twitch, but I'm active on Twitter, which I nearly said both at the same time. And Discord's a great place if you want to battle me or discuss anything. I'm always open for a chat if you want to ask for something not stupid. Some people sometimes come and they're like, can you do all this for me? And I'm like, no. And then finally, guys, if you'd like to keep up to date or show your support, the sub button is down there too. You can even ring the bell if you want, but you do you. But anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.